watching Guru. So today I'd like to just introduce a bit about myself and what my channel is about. So I am a channel on holistic healing. I'm going to share everything that I know that I have gathered with my own journey and what I know about your mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and maybe financial help. So, yeah, I would love to just get into topics that I think really benefit us and really allow us to just dive deep into being a better human for ourselves, showing up when we need to show up, and, you know, being accountable for ourselves. So, if you're anything like me and the world is confusing and you really don't know how to get by and your life is, it's on the precipice of many decisions and you're a step away from obtaining the life that you want and you feel so far away from it. I'm here to tell you that you are much closer than you ever think. And the fact that you are able to dream about it means that you are so much closer than you ever thought you would be. So these videos are going to be weekly videos, and I am also posting up a meditation video weekly as well. I have a diary prompt that will have some to-do list memo sheets, it has some emotional check-ins, it has some affirmations, and it has a little bit of like a financial tracker because I do believe that finances are important. I am a BCom accounting graduate and I love fashion. I love creativity. I love putting myself out there. I'm a bit of a model as well. I do think of myself as a bit of a fashionista. As you can see, she's rebellious as fuck, and there's not a single person that can tell me what to do without me changing my mind after that. And if I do listen to you, best believe it's not gonna last for long, darling. And you are not able to tie this little demon down. Yeah, so we're just gonna be here, have a little bit of fun, and I would love to get to know you guys, and I'd like to share a little bit of what I'm about. So let's start. Okay, so a lot of people will tell you that you should start off with things going a little bit easy and things, and I'm here to tell you no. Unfortunately, sometimes this journey starts at rock bottom. So, if you are at rock bottom or you've been at rock bottom, you know the one thing you need when you're at rock bottom is something to lift you the fuck back up. And if it's not lifting you right now, best believe me, it will eventually. For me, my rock bottom came to a point where I was lying on my bed and I really could not think of a single thing that was like keeping me alive. And I was like, why the fuck am I here? Why am I alive? What am I doing? And I just waited with myself for like 5 seconds. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what? I like consciously have no idea why I'm here. And I have no idea like what fucking value I add. And I know for a fact I'm not the only person that thinks this way. I know that we've all been there. We've all felt like, fuck, I don't know what my value is in this world, and I don't know how I'm supposed to navigate this world. This world is like big and huge, and I am a little guppy in a koi pond. I want to tell you that that's not true. You're a fucking baby koi in a fucking koi pond, and you are going to go into a bigger koi pond that will eventually lead to the ocean. And by the time you're in the ocean, you're gonna be a fucking great white, okay? You're gonna be a great white. Don't let the world tell you otherwise, because let me tell you, none of these bitches know what the fuck they're doing, and we're all in the same fucking boat. Because honestly, like, you cannot tell me that you're supposed to be like fresh out of school and know exactly what you're meant to do. Your life is bound to change at least 5 times after you make a decision that's going to change the rest of your life. Once you start making one change, they just keep on catapulting, and before you know it, you are a completely different person than you were when you first started the journey. And that is where you need to be. We all need to be in a stage of being comfortable with change. And even if you're not comfortable with change, because best believe me, that's a hard place to be. You just need to be able to be like, okay, I see you, fear. I check you, you check me, but I have accomplished you. I have accomplished you. What the fuck? I have made you my bitch before and I will do it again, okay? So go sit in the back seat, go sit in the boot, go somewhere where I can't see you and you can't fuck with me anymore. And I'm gonna keep on going and doing the fuck what I need to do. And that's exactly what the kind of energy that I want all of us to have. Because you know what? This world is scary, it's big, it's daunting, but the only thing that's going to put it in line is us. We are the only things that can tell our emotions where to get off and where they're helping us and where they're not helping us. Because people will tell you, okay, fear is good sometimes, and that is true. Fear can be a really good motivator, but when it's crippling, that's when you need to tell it, girl, sit your ass down because you ain't giving me nothing to work with, and I need you to go. I need you to vamonos and go. Yeah, no, you can stay. So, when you're at rock bottom and you feel like everything is everywhere and you're crippled by fear, you're crippled by depression, you're crippled by all these things, I want you to tell you that I've been there too. I've been there too, and what I did to get out of there or just to sit in there, and I know it sounds crazy, like what the fuck, this bitch really just sat in her shit show. And I was like, yeah, I sat in my shit show. I sat in my shit show. I called myself into fetal position, called into a ball, and I was like, okay, you know what? I don't know why the fuck I'm alive. So universe, if you have any ideas, you can enlighten me. And I sat with that silence for a few seconds because in that moment, my mind was a bit stunned. It was like, what is this bitch doing? Is she okay? What is she doing? It was so confused. It didn't know what to say. Like, all of its bombarding was like, crickets. Yeah, it had no idea what to say. So, in that silence, I found my purpose. Gave it a few seconds and it came to me. And I realized that, like, I was here to save myself. I was here to save the world. I was here to save people in a way that I have always been able to do. Um, in a way that I can let you, just for a second, just for a few, know that I see you and I love you. And whoever you are and wherever you are, if you're here with me sharing this space, I want you to know that you are loved and it's gonna be okay. I'm sending you a hug. I'm sending you a really big hug because the world loves you and it may not feel like it sometimes, but everything in this world is happening for you. And the fact that you're here means that, our paths led us together, and that's because I was meant to just give you a little bit of love, maybe because you needed it. And I thank you because that's what my purpose is in life. It's literally to just give people love. And um, I love that. So when I shared that moment with myself at rock bottom, and I kid you not, like that was years ago, and the thought of like killing myself or suicide has not come up. And if it even for a second comes up, I remember that moment, and I'm like, I know what I need to do. And this pain was great, but it was not greater than me, and I am bigger than my pain, and I am in control of myself, and my pain cannot stop me anymore because I have survived the hard, and I have survived the fire, and so have you, and you're here and you're alive, and that's something to be proud of, and that's something to just take in for a moment. And I want us all to just be like, damn, I'm proud of you for being alive right now because I know that that decision came with a lot of other decisions, came with a lot of, active decisioning making to be like, I'm choosing to stay alive. And I'm proud of you for that. And I just want to say that I see you and I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah, I'm sending you a big hug. Yeah. um, yes, so when you're navigating this moment of being in rock bottom, it's good to just remember whatever thought comes to you because that was my thought. My thought was, who's gonna save the world? Genuinely, in those words, who's gonna save the world? And sometimes in different journeys throughout my life, I realized that, oh, okay, it was my world that I was supposed to save. And I did a lot to get there. I did a lot to internally save my own world. And I'm finally being able to bring a little bit of that to you guys, which honestly feels amazing. And I love every second of it. So, that is what got me through that decision. That is the point where I realized I have a purpose in life. And if you ever get to that stage where you hit rock bottom, and I pray you also take some breaths and you say, Universe, you tell me what it is. You tell me why I'm here. And you be patient with the universe and you be patient with yourself. I promise your mind will, it won't know what to do, and you will realize what it is. And whatever thought comes to you, if it leaves you happier and it leaves you feeling empowered, every time that thought comes to you, you say, nah, I know why I'm here. And I know that you are a temporary pain and you are not going to derail me. You have no power here. You can go away. Like the fear, you can go in the boot, baby. You can go chill there. You have nothing on me. And I want you to tell that to that thought that comes to you when you hit rock bottom. And if it comes to you again, you just keep on telling it, no, honey, you have no power here. You have no authority here. Return to wherever the fuck you came from because you don't belong here. You're not part of my energy, and I refuse to let you cool off in the light and lump that I have saved for myself. Like, I refuse. Goodbye. Goodbye. Vámonos. Um, yes, so that's rock bottom, baby. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm proud of you because you actually possibly, maybe, probably have made it past the rock bottom before in your life. We're gonna have lots of rock bottoms in our lives. You won't really know which one is the rock bottom until probably the end of your life. But there's a chance that you've hit a low in your life, and I want to tell you I'm proud of you for getting there through them. But now I want you to not only get through them, but I want you to know they can't affect you. They can only bring you higher. And the way that they can do that is by you reminding yourself that you, you are worthy, you are loved, and you deserve to be here. So don't let any of those thoughts tell you otherwise because you deserve to be here.